Hey everybody, I'm doing this video at like 2:15 in the morning because I'm feeling really rough at the moment. I'm having a medication change with my epilepsy medication, and it's causing me to have like really severe changes in my sleeping pattern and just making me feel really, really rough. And plus, because I'm up in my bedroom and the cat is downstairs, it means she can't come up here and cause a ruckus because she's in heat at the moment, and all she's doing is meowing and meowing and meowing. So any cat owners out there who have a female cat can probably empathize with me there. You'll know what it's like, the incessant meowing that goes on 24/7 hours a day. I'm just going to cover a subject here that is something I'm asked a lot, not just online but offline too. Um, I've been asked it on vampirefreaks.com, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, can't think, oh, Tumblr, Pinterest, and as a makeup artist, I get asked it on a day-to-day basis, and what it is it's all about brushes, what kind of brushes to be buying, using, and should you buy a huge set of brushes. um, now don't Now that I'm making this video, you'll probably find this bit of information a little bit strange. um, you could like talk to five different makeup artists and you'll get and ask these same questions, and you'll get five different answers because different makeup artists use different brushes, and they'll have different opinions because brushes for makeup artists are their tools, and you know they we treat them very carefully and look after them well. And like, I have a foundation brush that I've had for 6 years, and it doesn't look like it's 6 years old, um, because I've looked after it well. I've cleaned it well, and I've looked after it well. I have My tutor has a brush that's around about 20 years old. Um, you know, so every makeup artist will have a different uh, opinion on this, and it's healthy to get different opinions. It's good to have different opinions on it. Um, you know, no one opinion is right and no one opinion is wrong. It's just everyone has different opinions. So, go out and ask different people. But this is my opinion. This is my personal opinion. Um, when choosing makeup brushes, I think it's best to stick to synthetic brushes. The reason why is you will find that you will be using less product on your like not less product on your face, less product out of the container. Say foundation, for example. Um, an animal hairbrush will act like a sponge and will soak up product off your hand. Say you put a little bit of foundation on the back of your hand, you will find that more foundation will go into the animal hairbrush than the synthetic brush. It will literally sit on top of the synthetic brush, and it will be easier to spread around on your face. Whereas the animal hairbrush, it will literally just soak it up, and you'll be going, oh God, oh, I need to put more foundation on. And you'll be using more of your foundation up, which means be having to buy more product. Sorry. um, unless you have money to spend, that's fantastic, but not all of us do. Um, you will find that you'll be spending more money on foundation, eyeshadows, powders, blushers, everything. because animal hairbrushes will soak up the product a lot, and when it comes to cleaning them, then it's just such a hassle to clean them because they're so thick, whereas synthetic brushes, they're just so easy to clean. They just don't hold on to the product so much in their bristles. So I would suggest going for synthetic brushes over animal hair brushes. Also, when it comes to, this is just from a makeup artist, excuse me, a makeup artist point of view. Some clients do not like having animal hair brushes used on them, so it's always good to have synthetic brushes because they prefer them over animal hair brushes, so it's always good to have them. So yeah, the Body Shop does a lovely range of synthetic brushes. Eco Tools is another one. I have a lot of their brushes, and they're absolutely lovely to work with. Lots and lots of companies do synthetic brushes, and they're brilliant to work with. I recently purchased an animal an animal brush, a foundation brush, a Gosh 324 foundation brush, and like after a few times of using it, I just stopped using it altogether because it just soaked up so much foundation, and I was using way too much product because most of it was getting sucked into the brush, so I just got rid of it. I didn't get rid of it, I just stopped using it. But as for buying a huge set of brushes, I wouldn't recommend it. Get the bare essentials that you need. Get yourself a good foundation brush, one that you would see yourself using. There's many different types of foundation brushes that you can get. You can get a round-headed foundation brush, square-headed foundation brush, a stippling brush. So many different ones. I have all three of those because I like the square-headed one because it gets into the corners of your eye and underneath your eye a lot better. Stippling brush is really good for getting good, nice coverage. Round-headed brush is the most common type you'll see, and that's probably your first foundation brush that you'll go for. It's a really, really good brush. But again, I actually just got a free foundation brush from the Body Shop, and it's fantastic. Really, really lovely brush. Synthetic brush, doesn't hold on to the product. You're barely using any foundation out of your foundation bottle, and it's really great at getting an even coverage on your face. Brilliant, brilliant brush. Also, Eco Tools does a beautiful synthetic brush, and you can also get cheaper synthetic brushes as well. So get yourself a foundation brush, a blusher brush, a powder brush, and some eyeshadow brushes as well. You don't need to get a huge set of brushes because you will be like, oh, I have a massive set of brushes, oh, they're lovely, but you'll probably end up using around about 5 or 6 brushes. Like on a day for me, a common day for me when I'm doing my makeup, I use I'm gonna have to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 brushes, and one of those is a double-ended brush, and one of those is a double-ended brush. If I'm doing a more extravagant look, then I would be using more brushes than that, but that's just on myself. If I'm doing a client's makeup, I'd probably use around about 7 brushes, and again, if you go to a different makeup artist, they could use more brushes, and they could use completely different brushes to me. It's it's 6 brushes actually I use. It's all about personal preference. So do be, I would recommend picking up, the brushes that you need, and then pick a brush up at a time. Pick them up as you go along, because if you buy a huge set of brushes, you're not gonna really use all of them. There's some of them just be like, what the fuck is that? What do I do with that one? Because there's been a few girls in my class who've bought like a massive set of brushes, and they don't know. They only use around about 3 or 4 of them because they don't even know what any of them do. And I actually had to sit down and tell them what each and every brush did, so they could make little labels and stick them down underneath the brushes. Um, so I would recommend that you pick up a brush at a time. Um, if you feel like you need a contouring brush for your face, go in and pick up a contouring brush. Different things like that. Or if you want an angle brush, go in and pick up an angle brush. Add to your collection of brushes as you go, as you progress. That's what I would recommend. So I'm glad I got this video done, even though it's now 2:30 in the morning. It's just that Ziggy was really bugging me earlier on, and she was like, meow, meow, and I was like, yeah, that's great background noise. So I hope that has helped you out a little bit, and I'm gonna go and try and get some sleep, because I've had a medication change for my epilepsy tablets, and they are making me feel really rotten. So yeah, sleep has to be had. So alright, I hope this helped you out. Bye.